Hello everybody, it's Ollie from Games Like, and today we are doing the best ever medieval games. Let's jump into the first game that's the absolute legendary and must play Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2. Kingdom Come is an ultra realistic story-driven action RPG game set in the 15th century medieval era. The player is Henry, a regular blacksmith's son thrust into a brutal civil war. There's zero magic or monsters, you have to learn proper combat training techniques. The NPCs aren't just NPCs, they have daily routines, remember the crimes you commit, react to you based on how clean you are, and even details like if you walk into the noble's house covered in dirt and blood, they won't treat you like a hero, they will treat you just like a dirty common peasant. Witcher-free Wild Hunt. The Witcher is a massive open world action RPG game where you play as Geralt Riviera, a genetically mutated monster hunter for hire. You fight crazy monsters and search a war-torn dark fantasy world for your missing adopted daughter. You come across all levels of evil, all levels of magic, and the script alone just for this video game is over 450,000 words. Mount and Blade 2 Manor Lords. Now this is a unique hybrid medieval sandbox RPG game mixed with a grand strategy simulator. In this game you control your own individual character on the front lines while also simultaneously issuing real-time tactics commands to your archers, cavalry and infantry. You are both the commander and the fighter. This game to me is what would happen if you made Age of Empires more first person so you could actually witness the battles and interact with them and fight freely as your own character. You can have massive physics-based battles with 1,000 active troops on the screen at once. Your character ages, can get married, have children, and permanently die on the battlefield. Crusader Kings III. Now it's hard to put this game in a box. It's less of a medieval war game and more of a complete medieval ruler simulator. You don't play as a country, you play as an individual. When your character dies, you take control of their heir, and the heir inherits the debts, the enemies, and the family feuds. You can forge custom religions, arrange political marriages, manage rebellions. You can even slowly lose your mind to stress and telling too many lies. This game can take so many twists and turns, you really have to play it to believe it. From starting a crazy cult to launching a full-scale crusade over a stolen piece of art. This game is really something that you have to play to believe. Age of Empires 4. Now I could not have a medieval games list and not include one of the greatest medieval strategy games ever created, if not the greatest, Age of Empires 4. Now in this game you build an empire from just a single tiny village. You can command massive medieval armies and you can watch history play out on the battlefield as you learn and control your own army. Now you can play this game on skirmish and just pair any country you want in a massive deathmatch, or you can go and play through real historic battles that actually happened and have your own twist on them. For me, this is just one of the greatest strategy games ever made, and if you haven't played it then you absolutely must, and if you have played it, go back and revisit it. I still play it to this day and it is still an absolute top tier game. Manor Lords. Manor Lords is a hyper-realistic medieval city builder that mixes in a lot of extreme war and combat. In this game, you have to build a medieval village, house by house, manage complex historical supply chains, and personally command your own villagers in tactical real-time battles to defend your land. As you grow, your villagers' homes get better, they then unlock more equipment, you have to defend your supply routes, go to war with your enemies, and build an untouchable village. Stronghold Definitive Edition. This is a fully remastered release of the legendary 2001 real-time strategy game Stronghold. In this game, you build a self-sustaining medieval fortifications, you manage complex microeconomies, and defend your keep against the crazy rivals like the rat, the snake, the pig, and the wolf. Now, what I absolutely love about this game is if you enjoyed the original, then you will absolutely love this, as it was rebuilt by the original team. They even hired the same artists, coders, and even voice actors to rebuild this game from the ground up. This game is so much more than just your basic strategy game. If you want crossbowmen, for example, you have to go and get iron woodcutters to harvest the timbers, fletchers to turn the timbers into crossbow, leather tanners to create armor, and available villagers at the campfire to equip all this stuff to. You have to build incredible fortification with stone walls, gates, drawbridges, kill zones, and just about anything you can imagine to keep your castle safe from the approaching armies that will definitely come to try and take everything you've built. Chivalry 2. This is an hilarious, bloody first-person multiplayer slasher that feels like playing through a chaotic medieval war movie. You charge into massive castle sieges where you can storm the gates, dodge volleys, flaming arrows, and engage in direct sword play. Some of the most complex sword play and fighting mechanics I've seen in any game. This game isn't something that's particularly forgiving, and it is something that does take you a certain amount of time to get good at, but once you do, it feels great. The lobbies are ram-packed with up to 64 players, and it feels more like a bar fight than your average medieval action game. The fighting is very gruesome, you can lose limbs, but the good thing is if you lose limbs, it doesn't always mean the fight is over. That's right, you can fight without limbs. You can even headbutt. I mean, what more could you want? Medieval Dynasty. Now this is a first-person hybrid open world survival, life simulator and village management game. Unlike the highly stressful combat games on this list, this is more of a slow burner where you gather resources, recruit villagers to do your farming and crafting for you, and try to build a lasting legacy across generations. Now this is a similar feature to a few of the games on this list where you're trying to build a lasting dynasty. Your character ages, gets sick, and eventually dies. If you marry a spouse and raise an heir to the age of 18, control automatically transfers to your child upon your death, allowing you to play across centuries with the same family line. Now this game to me has the perfect amount of time it takes. Like, it's a lot slower than some of the games on this list, but it slows down just enough where you can enjoy it, but not too much to where it gets boring. You start with a wooden spear, you chop down trees, you build your first hut, you court your wife, you grow a village, and eventually you hope to play as a ruler of a kingdom you build. It's a lot of fun and a really interesting take on a medieval game. Black Desert. Now Black Desert is a hyper-visual sandbox action MMORPG, famous for having some of the most fluid, combo-heavy combat in any game. The map is absolutely sprawling and it feels like it's almost never ending. The enhancements that you can make with your gear keep the game being really highly rewarding and very addictive. And the way this game works with beginners and people who have played thousands of hours of it is amazing. Sometimes you do feel like you're locked out of these kind of games when you're a beginner, and this game kind of equalizes that very well. Pentiment. Pentiment is a choice-driven narrative adventure game set in the 16th century. You play as a journeyman who is investigating high-profile murders. With limited evidence, you have to find the correct answers and work out who you will blame for different murders, understanding that if you get it wrong, the person you do pick will be executed based on your evidence. The game is designed so you're never 100% certain who the true killer is, so you have to use your own instincts on that one. Every suspect has motives, secrets, and flaws, and this game really does come with that moment where you 100% think someone's guilty, you 100% blame them, and then just as they're about to be executed, you realise you might have got one thing wrong, and you might have sent the wrong person to the executioner's block. Often then too late, and you have to then just learn and hopefully not make the same mistake again. Crimson Desert. Now this is an open world action adventure game where you follow Cliff, a mercenary leader fighting to reunite his scattered band. Now, this game will not hold your hand in any way, shape or form. You will spawn in, not have a clue what you do. There is literally no instructions and you just have to go and watch NPCs, learn by slowing down and really just try to take in everything you're seeing. Now you will get it handed to you multiple times. You will pick fights that you cannot win at the beginning and you'll have to learn how the combat system works. And this is one of the most promising games on this list that it's just one of them games that if you enjoy medieval RPGs, this is an absolute must to play. A Plague Tale Requiem. Now, if you do not like rats, this isn't a game for you because this game has sections of it with over 300,000 rats simultaneously on the screen at once. Now, but what's so special about this game is it isn't just about the rats. It is an emotionally intense, narrative-driven, stealth action adventure game. You have to survive a heart-wrenching journey across the 14th century southern France, where you must use fire, slings, crossbows, and alchemy to protect your little brother from the brutal French soldiers and the impossible to fathom ocean-like tsunami of 300,000 flesh-eating rats charging you all at once. This is so much more than a basic game. This story is one of the ones that you will not believe until you play it, how emotional and how beautiful it is. The gameplay mechanics are absolutely amazing, but the map, the level design, the actual beauty in the storyline is honestly all absolutely AAA top class. Bellwright. Bellwright is a third-person open-world survival crafting village management strategy game. You can think medieval Dynasty meets Mount and Blade. You don't just chop wood and farm crops, you train and recruit warriors and lead military campaigns across the kingdom. The gameplay mixes everything from basic building to chopping down trees, foraging, and the base level survival, all the way to quite extreme combat, banding together with your friends or NPCs to take on some absolutely awesome battles and military campaigns. This game isn't just battle, there's lots of really awesome quests that earn your trust to allow you to get more villagers to join your military campaigns and your squad. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like and please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye.